Okay, I think we're live. Are we good for YouTube? Check it again. We might be live on YouTube, correct? It's the channel linked at the top of the chat room. Play Stardew Valley. I know of that game. It is working. Okay. So, this should be the playthrough of What Remains of Edith Finch. Another game. Let's go. Cool. Play. What Remains of Edith Finch? I hope a body. I'm not in charge of what happened on this island. It wasn't me. Or maybe not a body. Maybe we don't need to know what happened. I don't know. Hide the evidence. Edith Finch. Puget Sound Journal Paper Products.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you. And I'm sorry about that.
Okay.
I'm just going to start at the beginning with the house.
Start at the beginning with the house. Louder. Right, yes, louder. Oh my god, I've got lumbago. I can't move.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Okay, that's a weird house. Look at this house. What a whimsical Dr. Seuss house. I mean, look at this.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Oh, we ain't paying our bills.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Damn. Security, no trespassing. This property is protected by video surveillance.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
Okay.
Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
The Finches. There's two paths here, though. Can I go down here? Take the high road or the low road? Ooh. I feel like I'm going the wrong way. No? Let's go back that way. I miss seeing Tobias happy. I love to see Tobias happy. Who said I'm happy? My family is gone. The Finches are gone!
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
Hoof prints. Mochi, stop. One sec. Mochi's going insane, sorry. Alright, we're here. Ooh, it's a deer. Creepy. Goodman. Thank you, sir.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it.
It's kind of creepy,
but
no?
now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Ooh. This kind of reminds me of,
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
What a funky family. Damn. Sorry. Does this have DMCA? No. It kind of reminds me of, what's that show? With, like, Klaus
As a child,
and...
the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
A series of unfortunate events.
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Damn. This kind of reminds me of, like, a series of unfortunate events. It feels super, like... It's just whimsical. I don't know. The Jim Carrey one, I mean, the books, whatever it may be. Oh, God. Am I small enough to fit through the,
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Jeez. Breaking and entering. Let's see what they have here. I can't read any of those. Eco Solution. So this place has been abandoned. It looks pretty clean to me. Nice. I wish I had this much room, honestly.
The power had been turned off the night we left.
Okay. Nice place. I'm kind of getting, what's that one creepy game? I'm expecting, like, all the lights to go out and demons and ghouls to jump out of every nook and cranny. What's that weird game we played where it was, like, super, like, spooky? And it was a house?
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
Jeez. Visage. This looks like... Bro, this is the Visage home. Good God. It's a nice place, though.
Instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
Is that a Brit? This... Look how nice this family has it. They got a fucking water filter? They get to filter their water. Buddy, I'm drinking this shit out of the toilet. These guys got a water filter. They've got dirty dish. Look at that. Who are you feeding? The army? The Holiday Feast, Witch's Kitchen, A Viking's Belly, The Nordic Cookbook, Weird Recipes, The Northwest Chef. I like books. In loving memory of Lewis Finch, beloved father of Edith, son of Dawn, great-grandson to Edie. Eddie? Yeah. Oh, they look fit. They look pretty happy. Yeah, it's a nice family. Edith, Eddie, Dawn, and Lewis. So that was me, right? Brother of Edith. It's a cool place. That's a lot to dust, but it's cool.
Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
See, that'd be pretty cool. If you work somewhere, you get to bring home stock, right? Like products. That's cool. It looks very lived in.
Or how only one restaurant would deliver to our house. So we had Chinese a lot.
Imperial Palace. I miss Chinese food. I want my chicken balls. Oh my God. Look at all this. It's just salmon. Everywhere. Or whatever that fish is. I think it's salmon. No, it's like cod. Tuna. I think it's tuna. Shit.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
The night we left?
It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Tuna. I mean, the night we left? So the whole family just up and left immediately. Okay.
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Damn.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
Can't relate. I've got no more of those. The scurvy be taking all my teeth. Rotten gums.
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
Oh my God. Look, Ma, poo. Dude, kids are diabolical. Children are diabolical. You're gonna have kids go out in public and lick doorknobs and fling around poo. You know, it's great memories, but they're a little bit diabolical. This is nice, though. You know, this is what life is about. Surround yourself with this. You know, happiness, things that mean something to you. All the books, damn. I mean, the atmosphere in this game is really cool, right? This looks like a very lived-in house. It looks like everyone who lived here, not like just stayed here, you know? They did things. It's cool. It also kind of looks like a hoarder's house. A little bit, but you know, people live in houses. I mean, well, look at this, right? You got bugs. It's a matter of how much you live in your space. Like, everything here looks like it's worn out and aged, you know, which is cool. Bugs. Let me just walk around a little bit. Ooh, packing materials.
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
But what happened at that time?
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Well, what did happen to Edith Finch? What happened to the Finches? Look at this. Looks like Hogwarts. This is Hogwarts. Jeez. Okay. America! Yes, sir! I did fight in the war. Rifle in hand, surrounded by the foe. True patriots in this home. I hope we find them.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
That's a nice gesture.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
So that key is not for the basement. Lovely. I mean, everywhere you look in this game, there is something to see. Like, this is cool. This is very well done. How ghoulish this game's gonna get, I have no idea.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
What? Kind of a psycho move now. Look at the books. Oh my god. So many books everywhere.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
She was in My Friend Bigfoot. Barbara Finch. Also starring Bill Bunton as Bigfoot. Barbara Finch, okay. Barbara's room. Whoa, that's when she passed?
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
This is crazy looking. The peepholes are so weird. Okay. It's crazy. You got wine right outside the kids' room? I mean, okay. This place is a full-on library. Yeah, that's what it seems like, yeah. Look at this. Calvin.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
Damn. This is a crazy-looking house, eh? Damn. Everyone seems to have passed, like, really early. Like, 1950 to 1961, 11 years old? Wait, what happened to my family? 1944 to 1960. 16 years old? What is going on?
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
Like, everyone in my family is dead. It's horrible.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Jeez.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
What the hell kind of bathroom is this? I mean, it kind of looks like the bathroom that would, like, accompany this place, so it makes sense. But that's Gregory's room? Gregory was a year old and living in the bathroom? Where'd they keep him? Okay. Why is that his room? Was it turned into a bathroom? Why is there a peephole to the bathroom?
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs.
There's a peephole everywhere. Third floor stairs on the right. Okay. They left. Peepholes everywhere.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room.
It's a cool room.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Walter.
Turns
20,000
out,
Leagues Under the
my
Sea.
mom was really good at keeping secrets.
Ooh. The fuck?
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Ooh. The plot thickens. This is a cool room. It's kind of a creepy portrait, but okay. This is Molly. 10 years old.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
What the hell? Oh, this room looks cool, though. All of the rooms have, like, flavor.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. But I had no idea what was behind that door.
Okay. She's got a
It's like I
plan.
had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
It's a easy-looking room, eh? Look at all this. Molly. Starfish. Bugs. That's a pretty damn cool view, no? Look at that. It's kind of creepy at night, but cool. Aquarium. That's where I'd put my sea monkeys. Molly Finch.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner.
Oh.
I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
A hamster? I hope not.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Okay. Gotta eat the gerbil food.
I kept eating and eating.
What the fuck? I mean, you wonder why the family died. I
ate a lot of things that night.
That's plastic, by the way. That's not even real. Bro, how many microplastics and chemicals did you just consume? Carcinogenic? What are you eating, woman? This isn't even real food! What the fuck? Is it mochi
Then I heard
POV?
chirping outside my window.
Yikes.
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I
Time
reached
to
out
eat.
for her.
Oh, they locked the windows too. What the fuck? Look at this place. It's a prison.
And suddenly, I was a cat.
Don't do drugs. Oh my. Oh.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared. Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Damn. I feel like
I jumped and I almost got her.
this is not going to end well.
I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree.
Oh my
I
god.
promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up,
Oh my.
and suddenly I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
What is going on? Did I get anything?
Rabbits.
Rabbits! This girl's a fiend. Oh, rabbit. Oh, there's a rabbit. Kind of violent, no? I feel like this child is dead. I mean, I guess we know she's dead, but like this is...
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Okay.
A mama rabbit.
This is horrifying.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
What the fuck? Ah! Put me back in the water, buddy. I need to go swim. Listen, this is why you don't eat toothpaste. If you've ever I think the toothpaste might have been laced with something. That's all I can say.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now,
What the
I
hell?
was hungrier than ever.
Don't eat toothpaste. Jesus. Is it a sea
I wanted
rabbit?
fat,
Oh no, it's a
juicy
seal!
cheese.
No!
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
This kid is sick, bro. Look at this. Oh my god. I'm rooting for the fucking seal. Look at this. This is so ghoulish. Bloodthirsty child. It's horrifying.
I grabbed on tight. When I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes,
What?
everything had changed.
What the fuck am I? What? Oh. What? Am I a... I'm a squid. I don't think I'm a
now
snake.
I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
Oh god. I'm a squid tentacle. What the hell are you playing?
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
This child's disturbed.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Oh my god, it's a Lowy going for Gangplank.
Passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
What the hell are we doing? I'm still the monster, look at me. I'm like
I
a tentacled
onto
beast.
The sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Sewer water. From toothpaste to rabbits to seals to people to sewer water. I'm in a toilet. What the fuck? I'm eating the dingleberries. Yummy.
I got closer and closer.
Wait, this is my room. Wait, what? What are we eating? We're back in the same room that we were in.
All my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
She's got to get off Twitter, bro. No child who's like 8 years old says this. That is very bizarre. Okay.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure
say.
Edie would have.
That is very strange. So that's
I
what
thought
happened
the
to her.
Sons Edie had spent a lot of time here before my mom sealed the doors.
All right. She's got an interesting imagination. I feel like she was actually eating the toothpaste, though. No? Probably, yeah. Is that an ant farm?
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole.
Look at this.
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
It's gone, though.
Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
I can't describe it, but I felt like some part of Molly was still here.
Her room, all of the rooms in this place are very interesting. I can see why. Still a bit strange, though. So what now? Are we missing something? Oh. I don't think Molly's here, dude. She's gone. The whole family is gone.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories.
Okay.
Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
Wait, what? Okay. Is this a horror game? I have no clue. It's a weird, like, mystery game. It's a story game for sure.
I spent a lot of time in Great Grandma Edie's room.
Oh. She had birds. That's cute. Lurpy. purpley. Rob. Yeah, that's kind of sad to be surrounded by, no? All the older bird cages with their pictures in it. Zerpy. It's an owl. Derpy Jr. Bob. Sunbolus, thanks, buddy, for the 42.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
VHS tapes. You guys don't know what these are. You youngins have no clue what we had to deal with.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long time.
I miss VHS tapes. I used to go to Blockbuster and deal with VHS tapes for a little bit. Mole Man beneath the Finch house.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house.
Oh.
My mom was furious.
Win a family day out at Druid World. You on drugs? Druid World. Okay. I'm a Zoomer. You don't remember.
Lewis died a week before we left, but
Damn.
Edie had already started to memorialize him.
I'm very curious as to really what happened with this family. It's probably some grand catastrophe. Unless everyone just, like, went after each other and killed one another, which I don't think is the
The room
case.
was like a museum.
Odin. Oh, I remember these things too.
For
I forgot the name of
500
them.
years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune.
Okay.
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan.
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse. Curse, really.
On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house,
What?
hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
It's a lot of work. Damn.
Whatever's
So
wrong
Odin
with this
died at
family,
sea.
it goes back a long ways.
Yeah, so we gotta go discover what happened to everyone. What remains of Edith Finch? That's a big family. Alright. Joining the great majority. Odin Finch. Man was writing books. The Mystery of Death and Thereafter. Odin Finch. This kind of reminds me of some weird cultish stuff, no? It's got a weird cult vibe-ish to it. I'm not sure, but... Norwegian folk tales. Northern Journey? Okay.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Happy 90th.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Are those dwarves? Giga Chad, this game's great. Look at the dwarves. Aye, laddie. You ever work in the mines with the pickaxes? Cool. Dragon kills Finch. Tragedy strikes. Celebration turns to mourning. Sven. Taxidermy. Cool. I mean, everywhere you look, oozes like character.
Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
This would be a dusting nightmare. The pills, oh, Granny needs her pills. Needs her oxygen. You and me both. Baby. More dwarves. It's kind of a power move to have Granny like dwarves, no? Okay, you know you're a hoarder. Bro, if I've done this before at one point, if you put things on your door, like photographs, I mean, look at this room. It's cool. But like the door, just stop, don't put things on the door. It's too much. Jeez. Bleach. Look at this. More pills. Lots of pills.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
It's probably musty.
It was a pretty big trace.
That's, a little bit ghoulish. There's a secret in the bathroom by Sven and Eddie Finch.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's
Let's
in the
look at
last
this.
place you would look.
Okay.
It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
The fuck? Ooh. Dude, this is some, like, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory house. Calvin Finch? Who is that?
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished.
Sam?
He never put it down.
Fort Calvin. I mean, this is kind of creepy, no? Even with the music. It's a little unsettling. It's a little creepy. It's a bit odd. Captured. The secret lives of war photographers. A taxidermied squirrel. Enlist. Cobra Battalion Bravo Company. Certificate of Achievement is presented to Samuel Finch for obtaining a 120% deportment grade in the third quarter of 1967 and 1968 school year. Cobra Company. Bravo
I knew Grandpa Sam
Battalion.
had a twin.
And that he never talked about him.
Jeez.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Look at this. Bro, if you had a room like this, holy shit. That's a childhood. That's crazy.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
Do you know how to swing? At one point.
At Barbara's funeral, We swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't.
Wait, do I have to... Oh, I gotta swing with both legs. Bro, I got no 2 legs. My foot's fucking broken. Oh, I thought you
think Calvin always wanted to fly.
I'm about to go flying off this swing into the ocean.
Calvin, dinner's ready.
Coming!
I gotta hobble on over. This game's kind of tough. What am I supposed to be doing? Do I just keep swinging? VOD watchers skip. Oh, there we go. Okay, sheesh, look at me go. There we go. Oh, wait. That wasn't... Oh. I don't know how to swing. How do you swing? Oh! Bro, why the hell did... They give me 2 keys. They give you a left foot and a right foot. I was holding down both of them. You literally just swing forward and back with W and S. What the fuck?
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
He's joining the military. Look at me go.
I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Oh, Lord.
Calvin,
I'm getting a little...
not gonna
Oh, God!
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up,
Okay, stop, you idiot child! Stop!
then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it.
What a crazy kid.
I think he'd already made up his mind.
Look at this.
That's what I want to remember about my brother.
This is what kids did before TikTok. Oh, no.
The day he made up his mind to fly.
Oh.
And he did.
Damn.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Everyone here is dead. Yeah, he's dead. So he died, right? Yeah. Damn.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Damn. Hey, kids will be
Mom
kids,
said
man.
Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
This is Sam. He enlisted at 18 and never came back. Cool fucking room, though. I think a lot of... If you were a kid, you'd die for something like this. That's awesome. It's just tragedy is everywhere in this family. Every single person in this family has met some weird end. And they were young, too. What the hell? There wasn't even, like, a life to live. Like, not all of them are young, but what is...
The passages
dude,
were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
But what about the room before this one?
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Can I go back to that room? Oh, I can. Okay, cool. It's Bigfoot. Big ass feet, brother. Big feet. Barbara Finch. Dude, I wish I had an action figure of myself. That's cool, dude. Look at this. That's sick. This is what I would love. All the fan mail. Now showing Barbara Finch, my friend Bigfoot. It's cool. Dreadful stories. What is this, Archie?
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Tales from the Crypt.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale.
It's Tales from the Crypt.
Inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch.
On.
As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been.
I know how that feels.
But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
No!
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
This guy sounds like a nerd.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue.
Ooh.
She reached for the music box.
This is what we did. This is literally what we did. What the fuck? Look at this. I'm playing it.
And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Oh, that's how you enter the basement. You open... Oh. What is this, bro? That is... Okay.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
His crutch! Is that DMCA? I think it's DMCA. That is... Ow! Wow. So scary. Oh my god, it's so scary. Ryanimal, 20 months. Thanks, buddy. It is so scary now. Oh, the music and everything. Look at this.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman Killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Ew. Impaled and ate his family? I can beat things up with the... Ooh, look at this. Damn. God. What an aggressive game.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
God.
Oh!
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the Late Late Picture Show.
The Late Late
Hours
Picture Show.
later,
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
The Late Late Picture Show. Look at this beast of a TV. Look at this thing. Massive behemoth. It's like a fridge. They've got pictures, moving pictures. Yes. I knew this game was ghoulish. I knew it was a horror game.
Walter, are you there?
We beat that ass, boy.
vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Oh, God.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And there he was. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
Bro, it still is the music. Bro, what is this? As much as I want to put the music on, I mean, I don't think I can.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
I can't talk over it. No, it's probably going to destroy the YouTube VOD. I'm not going to lie. We've already got a strike on the channel. Shit, what do we do? We gotta leave! Get me out of here!
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years.
Molly?
The hinges groaned.
Look at this guy. What a freak. You son of a bitch! Oh, he's dead!
He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Yeah, go down there and beat his ass to death. Beat his ass to death. That's all you gotta do. Self-defense! My God, he's missing.
The hook man had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
The door! And he's somehow outside now.
At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
God. Wait, what the fuck?
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Oh, wait. How is he not dead? Wait, what?
Had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true.
Oh, because it's not real.
Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life.
Good God.
I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. she had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box was all they ever found of her.
Well, she actually was dead?
Her ear.
Ew. Well,
Now
she's
that's
dead.
what I call a real eerie tale.
Okay, Crypt Keeper. Those are fun. One sec.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
All right, we're here. That was a weird one. But I mean, it doesn't really that's not how she died though. That was just kind of a for fun story of her, no? That's not how she died? You're going to really write that in as to how she died? Look at that. 1944 to 1960, Barbara was eaten by monsters? Whatever that was. I guess she just went missing. Let's put the music back on. Okay. Barb Street. Alright, okay, we get it. Oh god, is that a cake? How moldy is that? Ooh. Pretty cool, though. Strange Labyrinth. Strange Labyrinth, yeah. Cool. Very bizarre. That was fun, though. I do like how each room is kind of like their own, tale, and you try to figure out how each family member died, but, like, I don't believe this, man. Whatever this is, I mean, this one's a bit weird, but it's still fun. Okay.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
The most cryptic, well, the first girl, so trying to figure out how people died. That's the whole point of this game. Not that you need to know, but the first girl, how do we look at the book? Okay, so Molly ate a bunch of random shit, and she died because she ate a bunch of random shit. No, she started to, like, go crazy. Calvin had an accident and swung to his death. This guy drowned. Barbara was murdered. Right? I don't know what Barbara's was. That was a bit weird. I think it was a murder. To me, this was murdered, and the ear was the only thing they found. Poisoned, murdered, accident. Who drowned? Calvin. Calvin swung. He was on a swing, and then the wind kind of like took him away, and he flew into the ocean like a rocky crag. I guess it's like right before they become something crazier, right? Like when she ate the berries, she became a cat. And then she like jumped out the window and did things. Well, I mean, sending your kid to bed without food isn't going to kill them. You shouldn't do it. But, like, the fact that the kid was kind of hungry and went off eating a bunch of random things, like, yeah. So this guy swung, was taken away by some wind, and then fell on he had an accident on some rocks. Like, that's horrible. All right, let's keep going. Damn. All right, then. Wait, the parents are so awful. What the fuck?
It's funny. All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
It is the basement key. Odin died because he drowned. Yeah, he drowned. With his house. There we go. I mean, yeah, he took a house across the sea, and, you know, the ocean isn't so pleasant. I didn't miss the other room. I went to both. No, so far this is good, yeah? You have to find a way into the other rooms. And I'm pretty sure this is how we'll do that.
Mom said the basement was off limits. Unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Sven. Oozing style and atmosphere. No, this game is very cool. Absolutely. This game is very memorable.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
Or bodies. Or a
Turned
secret.
out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Look at this. What the hell? What is this? What is this? Look at this.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone.
She's got the bat
She
cave.
said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
It's a bunker. It's kind of eerie.
If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Walter. We need to cook, Jesse.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow.
God, what are these? The
But
songs
if
are
you wait long
ghoulish.
enough, you get used to anything.
I'm assuming these are the bombings, right?
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
Look at this. Canned peaches, eh? Yum.
And then one day, everything just stopped.
And there was no more.
Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting.
Wait, 2005?
Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting.
He wants to go out and
I
see the
have to
world.
leave. Well, I still can.
Look at this. Imagine living down here, though. This is a nightmare. Yeah, I guess you live where you live, but he's a bit paranoid. Those model kits. Dude's building
I know it's out
Warhammer.
there somewhere.
Whatever the banging is, yeah.
Whatever killed Barbara
Jeez.
and Molly
Really?
and Calvin.
I think he's kind of a schizo.
Maybe this is all a mistake.
This is a lot.
But
This
I
is
need
like
to
30 years
stop
later.
living the same day, even if it kills me.
Jeez.
Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left,
How would you know, though?
or a month, or a single week.
I guess you don't know.
I'd be happy with one new day.
I mean, to be fair, when you've got your brothers
I can
and
already
sisters...
imagine the sun on my face.
A train! Oh my god. Wait, this guy was so paranoid about his brothers and sisters dying that he left his bunker and ended up on a train track and got ran over by a train.
I
What
can't
the
believe
hell?
my mom never told me he was down here.
Oh, what the fuck? That's miserable. For the first time in his life, he wasn't scared to go out and see things. He ventures out and
I'm
gets
sure my
ran
mom was
over.
trying to protect me.
Jesus. Wow. It was the train passing by, yeah. It was the train was late. Every day at 12 the train would show up, right? Cuz it's on time. Wow. That's what it was. Damn. That's so cursed. He was scared of what was happening to his siblings. Yeah, this guy became a recluse because he's like, oh, my brothers and sisters are dying, what's going
But
on?
if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
Jeez.
I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
Damn.
Trying to bury something that's still alive.
Yeah, look at that, train tracks.
Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe two.
These are
I
pretty
thought it was
dark.
time I heard the stories for myself. And found out what happened to everyone else.
You know, this game is interesting. It's
But
very,
now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem.
this really reminds me of like a series of unfortunate events, because that's what this
And
game
we
is.
believed so much in a family curse.
Yeah, this whole family's
We made
cursed,
it
man.
real.
There's Walter's shrine, look at that. It's very unfortunate. Like, everything here in this game is just like, damn. Maybe they're really unlucky.
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
Did he even know what a train was? He was locked up forever? Probably not. I mean, he became a recluse, right? He didn't want to even go out.
Maybe
had his
it'd be
bunker,
better
he
if
had
all
everything.
this just died with me.
She's the last person in the family alive. She carries on the curse.
But I thought you should know about your family.
But maybe not.
And the history you're a part of.
What is that, though?
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
I think they would. In terms of who's left, we've got Sam, Eddie, Gregory, Gus, Don, Milton, and Lewis. And then it says Edith. Wait, so her family is just straight up cursed, and she's the last one left alive. Damn. How do you even get cursed, though? It's just completely...
And when you look at the house,
that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness. Any of it seems possible.
Damn. Is a sequel to this game? I mean, right now, no.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
That's so fucked up. Lardo, 21, thanks, man.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
Shadow, Oliver, Bob, Christopher. Shotzi!
3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
2 had been your fault? Zoe, Coco, Tucker. Damn, look at this.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Edie Finch. Walter Finch. Barbara Finch. Calvin Finch. Molly Finch. Yeah, this is all of them in a row. The little girl, the guy who flew off on a rocket and landed on some rocks. I mean, Walter found the train. She was murdered.
I'm sure
Walter.
Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide. Edie said she dreamed
That's
about
the house.
old house every night.
That's the house that that he tried to bring over, that Odin strapped to a boat and said, "You know what? We're moving to a new set of land." Yeah. Not good news, buddy. Damn. He strapped, yeah, he did. What a psycho. I mean, that's a grind set, buddy. If you want to move the house with you.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
Sam Finch, Gus Finch, Gregory, yeah.
Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better. She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Sanjay Kumar, Lewis Finch, Milton Finch.
We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
That's pretty traumatic, no? It's like, welcome back to the family. We're all dead, and you need to know what killed us all. It's like, oh my god. People need closure. People do want closure. And I guess for her, this is closure, but like,
But
Jesus.
looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Pregnant? Don't slip! Save the baby! Dude, something's gonna go wrong with this baby. This is not good. The baby.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense.
This ain't that bad. Oh, okay.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Another cursed child for the legacy. Yeah, pretty much. War. That is a plastic army man. That's awesome. War never changes. Kilbore. I got me a photography machine. Gonna go harass the wife. Take a picture. Oh.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Hmm?
Look at this.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a
My
hunting trip,
eyes!
Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged. Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
Yeah, so are you, man. You're ancient. Look at this. What's this technology? Shit, I get to zoom in and take photographies?
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
Is it really? What are we taking a photo of? I can freeze time with this technology? Hell, dude. Oh!
Definitely
Ooh.
should not have drunk all that coffee.
Hold still on.
Hey!
That's a keeper.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Dawn, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph?
Dude, that's your dad. Come on, that's the most interesting thing here, no?
Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire.
Dad!
Good eyes, Dawn.
Jeez.
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad,
Oh.
Just breathe. Turn off your imagination. Focus on your target. Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong.
Wow.
Great shot, Dawn!
Oh my god. That's one for the scrapbook. Look at this. Look at this old man. Ah! Am I in the frame? Look at Grandpa over here. Holy smokes, how ghoulish.
I'm proud of you, Dawn.
I get
Always
to-
remember that, okay? Sorry, Don. Just gotta reset the timer.
How the hell am I doing, brother? Oh, time to get in. Shit, run. Got the lumbago. I'm coming.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
so-
normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about.
Dad!
Oh! Shit. Well, Mr. Sam is dead.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
That's fucked up. Everything here is so unfortunate. What the fuck? I still think, dude, I'm gonna give my thoughts on which death is the worst. We've got a few more to go through, but like, damn. Died as a true American hero. Pertamont. Hello, sir. 106 months. Thanks, man.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Served his country well. Good man. A true patriot.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Everyone's dropping like flies, man. It's horrible. Dude, how could you even... Oh, no. The poor baby. I mean, that's kind of a ghoulish photo of him, but...
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
Who's a metalhead. Let's do, yeah, Gregory. The baby! Poor baby. Divorce contract. Sam Finch, a lawsuit has been filed against you. You have 20 calendar days after the summons is served on you to file a written response to be attached. Complaint petition with the clerk of this court located at clerk, okay. Phone call will not protect you. Your written response, including the case number given above and the names of the parties, must be filled if you want the court to hear your side of the case. Must be filed. They're settling for divorce, eh? Poor kid. If you do not follow your response, yeah. Look at that. Some things don't work out.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
Oh. Is this DMCA? One sec. Give me a sec. There's two of them. Waltz of Flowers, which is this one, and the Halloween theme. Don't you love these games? Death Stranding is going to be muted all game. It needs to be. Moopskea, thanks, buddy. 59 months, appreciate it. Song dropped 3 million years ago. I think you're fine. 3 million years ago? Really? One sec. Oh, Walter's Radio. I mean, Walter's Radio was one of them, too. You know what? It's a side channel anyways. If it gets strikes, okay, well, we'll see. This doesn't even hit the same. Look at this nonsense. Look at this. It's so depressing. Look at this. I can't even play a fucking game without getting in trouble with the law. Look at this. Whee! Oh, is that... Yay! Save them! I'll be the music.
I know how silly it sounds.
Shit! It's bubble bath! I used to drink that.
That I worried about a baby being too happy.
He was too happy. Look at this. He's living in... Well, he's not that happy. He's got DMCA strikes now.
Slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it.
Help the child. Can I get out of the
I
bath?
don't want Gregory to hear this.
Is this? Goofy ass sounds. Okay. Ooh. Wait!
I wish you could have told us.
No! Stupid child, run! Well, he killed himself. Oh, God forbid.
Hey, there's so much I don't understand. About Gregory.
Ooh. What am I,
About everything.
I'm like a sea monkey. That's so depressing. Damn, he's seeing all of his toys come to life. I mean, that is so fucked up.
But I know what happened wasn't your fault.
Look at this. I'm the frog. Oh, wait, the frog can save him still!
I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too.
Jesus.
Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
That's depressing. He drowned in the bathtub. Wait, this whole family is so turbo cursed. It is better with music. The game is meant to be played with music. The problem is, I can't play with the music. As much as I want to, I can't. Damn. Well, that's Gregory. Rip. Child neglect. That's really what this is. Gus. A poem for Gus.
For Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
So, here's the thing. I don't mind playing a few DMCA songs on Twitch. it gets muted. The problem is when you play them for YouTube, and we're recording it on YouTube right now, I want the playthroughs to not be getting taken down. I don't really mind that they're not monetized. That's not the goal of even recording them. The goal is to preserve them, the playthroughs. And there's a YouTube option too. I mean, I'm not really familiar with it. Overall, I think, though, it's more of a YouTube thing, but it's okay. The wedding. Ooh, a kite. I used to fly kites. Who didn't as a child? That's cool. Whee! Look at the wedding. I'm such a miscreant. Look at this, ruining your wedding.
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
I gotta pause this game for 1 second. Elton Johnny, left field. He says, listen, you may get DMCA'd, but by God, it's fine. Poland has your back. No pause? Okay, no pause, sorry. No pause. I'll get to you, sir. Elton Johnny, I'll get to you soon, buddy. Thank you, man. Okay, sure. You got it, man.
I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that I remember.
Husband and wife.
Husband and wife. His life's over. Look at me being a nuisance. Hey, Elton Johnny, I'll get to you, man. Thank you, buddy. Look at this weird place. What is this?
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
So edgy. You can tell he's a rebel. He's got the studded
Wind
bracelet.
picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
So what? Oh, we're gonna get struck by lightning, aren't we? Damn. This must be one exciting kite ride, or kite flying pastime. I mean, who flies kites for this long? Who knows? This is so fun. Surely lightning won't strike me. Jeez. I don't know, what would you call this? Is this a hobby? Or is this what you do when you're bored? Okay. Whee! I don't know where we're going. Oh, shit! Well, my bad, brother.
Rain came
Whoops.
down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
Holy shit, look at this. What the fuck? Okay, maybe don't... Oh, Lord.
The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, make the music louder.
We're enacting an ancient ritualistic summoning of the sky gods. Imbuwiten, the sky deity. Imbuwiten, I summon you. Oh God. Wait, what about the people?
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
What the fuck? Wait, so he got blown away with the wind?
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Gus the Goober. Elton Johnny. Elton Johnny. Do I pause the game for this as well, buddy? Elton Johnny. Another 25 gifted subs, sir. He says, nah. You want me to keep going? Elton Johnny, dude, another 25. Thank you so much, man. I'll keep going, but I will get back to you then. Hey, dude, thank you so much. Appreciate it, buddy. I still got to give you some spins. Carry on. Hey, really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. All right, we will. Johnny's going to need some spins on the wheel, I think. Okay, you got it. Well. Spins of luck. Okay, see, now he's intrigued. Now he's like, oh, you should thank me, Tobias. Spin the wheel.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
We hope they're lucky. Good sir, we really do. Dawn Sanjay.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Oh, now you want me to spin the wheel. The second I mentioned the wheel, he's like, oh, pause the game. All right, let's pause for 1 sec. Let's spin for Johnny. Hey, 50 gifted subs, bro. That is no joke, man. Thank you. Let's spin. We could do a brief spin. He's a man of culture. Absolutely. Here we are on that list. Dude, 50 gifted again. Thank you so much, Johnny. Completely out of left field. No clue where they came from, but by God, it's amazing, man. Thanks. All right, 50 gifted. Let's spin it up, sir. What is he going to land on? I have no idea. For 50 gifted, what will you be getting? Ooh! Oh! That's not bad. That is 10%. That is an extra 10 minutes, Johnny. Wait. Yes, 10 minutes. Awesome. Hey, thank you so much, man. That would be 110 minutes. Add time. 110 minutes. What do you mean scammed? Calm down. Hey, another Johnny. How many Johnnies are there? Acoustic Johnny. 1 sec. Sorry, guys. Acoustic Johnny as well with 5 subs. Look at that. Both Johnnies are here in full force. Thank you, sir. Let me just add his time first, and we'll get to you in a sec. Okay, there we go. 110 minutes added. Elton Johnny, thanks again. There you are. Time on the clock. And Acoustic Johnny needs his spin. I'm just joking. On a nut. I think. You know what you do when you choke? You eat more. That's what you should do. Because you can't choke on more of what you're choking on, because what you eat will push the other stuff down. All right. Acoustic Johnny. Thanks, man. Another 10%er. Awesome. So that would be 11 minutes on the clock for you. Both the Johnnies are winners. Look at that, man. Excellent. There you are. 10 minutes is now 34 instead of 24. Okay. Hey, very kind of you both, guys. Thank you. And again, winners, the lot of you. All right. With that being said, and bonus time being added, we should go back. Hyper says, thanks for the sub and extending this support-a-thon. Absolutely, man. Very kind of him. Very kind of a lot of people here. Seriously. Play Dark Souls 1 again. No. Gonna pass. That's a bit of a pass. Good game, though. Schlugsmuth. Dawn and Sanjay. Fly to India. 10 ways to teach critical thinking. That's what you guys need. For the homeschooled student and teacher. Okay. Thank you. Majors, English teaching and geology. What the hell's geology? Orca's Island High School. Okay. Lovely. This is a nice little loft. Sub for more backlogging. Backlogging?
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
I'll talk about which death was like. Yeah, we'll talk about them.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis
cool.
was born a year later.
This is a very active family. Wait, how many kids did these people have? So many children. Oh my god. Right.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go.
My grandfather...
I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
My grandfather had like 10 children. Edith, Milton, and Lewis. Basil, sage, thyme, mint.
And to see kids in the house again.
It's quite a few kids. Couple generations, yeah.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
Dunedin as well, 36. Thank you, sir.
For a while, things were good. Almost normal. But it didn't last.
Homeschooling. This is slightly ghoulish. It's cool. Great job. Awesome. Assume nothing. Respect criticism. This, I don't allow. I'm always right. Never stop learning. Okay, let's see if teaching your children at home, if this is valid. Let's read it. Multiplication tables. I don't even know how to do that. Analyze objectively. True. You should. There is always the correct way. Well, not... Is there always the correct way? Analyze objectively. I mean, you do... Speaking of, knowing a thing or two, I think Elton Johnny knows quite a bit. He knows where to put those subs well. And to work on that wheel. Elton Johnny. One sub went to a Female Anatomy 420. Got a sub from Elton Johnny. Dude, Elton Johnny, have a good night, man. Again, thank you so much for the subs. That's fucking awesome, dude. Before you leave, would you like a spin? If not, totally fine. I still will offer it. Because that is 5 more subs. And, hey, thanks, man. Spin it! I will spin for him. Well, I'll spin for him right now. All right, guys. Let's do one more spin. And then Elton Johnny's gonna... All right. Hey, thank you, dude. Let's see what he gets. What's it gonna be? Ooh. You mean what isn't going to be? Ooh, okay. All right, Elton Johnny. You get yourself 10 minutes on the clock, sir. Thanks. And there you are. It's added. Excellent. Super scammed. What is that? What's what? Scammed before sleepy time. I mean, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Hey, Elton, have a good night, man. Thanks again so much for the support, as usual, dude. Really do appreciate it. Hey, Elton Johnny's always here, man. This guy has supported this event quite a bit. It's very generous, very, very kind. You should read the Streamlabs. Let's see. Read the Streamlabs. What do you mean? There's nothing here. You should read the Streamlabs. The command? What? Hello, Tobias. Welcome to the no extra time but no scam menu. As you said before, whatever she puts on the wheel is followed. She agreed on this. So here are the rules. When you ever land on one of the asterisk fields, the first time you must choose one of the following which hasn't been chosen before. 1 teaspoon of the bomb, 1 game of ultimate bravery, or karaoke to a pirate song. 5 jumping jacks, or 5 squats, or recite the 2 tongue twisters without a mistake. What the hell are you talking about, bro? What? Wait, who put the asterisks on the board? The fuck is this scam? Who decided that? 5 squats? 1 teaspoon of the bomb. Teaspoon? Buddy, that shit tastes like burnt ass. Karaoke to a pirate song. 5 jumping jacks and 5 squats. Or recite 2 tongue twisters. Okay, what's the tongue twisters? I'll do one of them right now. I'll make it quick. What's the tongue twisters? 6 sick hicks, nicks 6 slick, bricks with picks and sticks, a box of biscuits, a box of mixed biscuits, and a biscuit mixer. Moving on. Is that it? Are we good? That wasn't hard. Skilled? I think so. Okay, whatever you did, whatever you've been conversing with Ivana over, it's got to run by me. Riddle lied about them being hard. That wasn't even that bad. Ultimate bravery, that's just asked for everyone involved. I will converse with the witch. I'll converse with the 2-foot-tall crone in the other room over what those are. That's all I gotta say. Analyze objectively, never stop learning, assume nothing, respect criticism, and ask tough questions. I think these are all very good. Assume nothing is one of the best ones. Analyze objectively. Well, how do you know what that is? Isn't most things done subjectively? How would you even know what objective analyzation is? It wasn't my idea. Well, why are you agreeing to it? They're gone now? He has to choose a different one each time? Bro, I'm not gonna eat the fucking bomb. I'm not eating the bomb. That's actually not a bad idea, though. How about something not treacherous? Like, something that's not gonna kill me. Right? A scientific method. Oh, okay. Well, analyze objectively. Okay, well, if science does say this, then sure. Fair enough. Jeez.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle. After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Yeah, they don't know if he died. He just straight up disappeared. You know, that's a good point, though. If the wheel doesn't land on bonus time, it lands on something negative for me. That's not a bad idea, dude. Maybe not all of those. Like, preferably not League games or anything. I don't mind eating a dab of hot sauce. Probably not the bomb, though, but, you know. Look at this. Dude, he was into Warhammer. Scratch building scenery. Dope. Cool dude. Oh my god, he's even got a galleon. Kind of weird with the paintings, but okay. Milton, 1992.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Look at this. I used to do these as a kid. This was always cool. So he painted his door and he left? He went to Narnia. No, those were cool as a kid, yeah. So he's just gone. Wait, Milton, 2003?
Milton disappeared.
Wait, how do you know he's dead? 2003? But he's disappeared. You don't... What? Disappeared? Oh, he was born and then disappeared in 2003. Okay, so assumed dead. Damn. Maybe he'll come back, I don't know.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Yeah, 2003.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Well, he stepped through a door and just disappeared. I mean, he just left. He went, I mean, somewhere.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Lewis. Yeah, this is the guy who, was with the fish. Maybe he was hiding from death. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe he was hiding from death. But how do you hide from death? I mean, even, what's his name? Walter hid from death, and then Walter eventually went out and found it. Walter. The hookah. Holy. Smoking on that Jabba pipe.
Very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
San Juan Ale. A microwave with candles. Marijuana. Smoking. Oh, a pipe. Games and getting high. It is Wonderland Turbo. High school diploma. I think I have one of those somewhere. I need one of these. I long for a mini fridge. Dude, this guy's living it big, dude. Look at this. Okay, I don't smoke, but, you know, I'm sure he's a happy guy. When he was alive. This guy's a stoner playing games and has a good job, and he's set, man. He's happy. Look at this.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Dude, mini fridges are awesome. I want a mini fridge. I would love Some sort of themed mini fridge in this room. That'd be cool. Okay.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse.
Damn.
Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Oh. This doesn't
He kept
look
working at the cannery. But he withdrew part of himself.
That doesn't look
In our
good.
sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to...
What is that? What? Is that a bird?
wander.
What the hell am I... What is this? Oh, it's me. What the fuck?
I asked him to describe it.
I'm like a
He said he
D&D
started
mage.
small. Imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads. And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more.
What the fuck? Look at this.
I worried
RuneScape.
about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
Will the playthroughs be uploaded somewhere? They're being uploaded right now to YouTube, yeah. This is being recorded for YouTube. Look at this, I'm the king.
And songs for them to play.
Look at me, I've made this city with my bare hands. My fish-strewn
He talked about
hands.
starting a band.
Damn!
And he was always humming something.
The king's back! Out of the way, loyal subjects!
Every day his
must-
imagination grew stronger.
I mean, this is... Look at...
He no longer spoke at the cannery.
He just lived in
But
his
his
own...
chopping was as reliable as ever.
This guy lived in his own world, eh?
And one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis, until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on. In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a
handsome queen.
Handsome queen.
Handsome queen. Handsome queen.
The queen was on her own quest for
radiant rainbows. Go right! Go right! It's a peaceful story. He lives in the end. He helps the poor
radiant
woman.
Rainbows.
Yeah, saves her. He saves the queen with the radiant rainbows. Look at that. Oh, so happy and peaceful. Oh my God, it's a happy ending, folks. It's the good ending. Look at this. Oh.
He followed the sound of her
fucking electric sitar. Yes, sir. Electric sitar.
Electric sitar.
Damn. She's crazy, dude. Look at that.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound.
But everything is just a dream now.
He knew the world was all in his imagination.
God, the fish. There's too many fish, please. This is like RuneScape. Look at this.
But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
A ruler. Not a king for gods, but for men.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Louis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Yeah. And here we are.
He began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Louis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt. I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions.
Dude, this is pretty dark.
In including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him. His queen waited, holding his crown.
It is disturbing. It is a bit disturbing. It's all in his head.
There was only one thing left to do.
Oh my god. His crown, by the way. Oh my god.
Bend down his head.
Bro, he couldn't take it anymore. Oh my god,
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
He killed himself. Wow.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Is that that's depression, no? What was that? He was 22 years old. He was good at what he did, but he wasn't living life. And so he'd dream up. He was depressed and suicidal, yeah. But he was happy living in his own fairy tale. Disassociation from reality. No, that's exactly what that was, yeah. Jesus. That one's rough. Holy shit. God. You know, people do... I mean, even... Everyone, I think, sometimes zones out in life. Even if you're maybe not like, you know, Lewis or anything. People zone out, and people don't want reality. I don't want reality sometimes. I fucking hate life sometimes. You know, but... That's pretty deep.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left.
We used Brita filters. It was in the water.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Did they just up and left the whole place? Did they think it was just straight up cursed? Like, that was the last kid who died, right? He died in 2010, so everything kind of went up, yeah. From oldest to youngest. Eddie as well, 2010. Dawn was 2016, though. To teach and to learn. 7 ways to create a fulfilling classroom. Edie. I say Eddie, it's Edie. It's Edie.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
What this game is about is basically... One sec. A family member returns to their family home. A child returns to their family home. Their whole family is dead. And their mother kind of led us here, in a way, to uncover the truth about what's been going on with the family. And as you go through the house, you see what happens to, I guess in this case, your brothers and sisters, young and old. You know, so every kid here, you kind of just uncover how they died. Some of them are pretty fucked up. Others are... I guess they're all kind of fucked up. You know, but you're uncovering what's happened to your family, I suppose, right? To me, it's like a curse or something, but...
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Edith. This is me, Edith Finch. Well, you can rationalize some of them, for sure. But I mean, it's the fact that everyone kind of just keeps dying here. Like, look at this. Here's all parts of each story, right? Or some of them. Maybe just Lewis. What remains of Edith Finch?
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance, or that Edie had a key to it.
Wait, what? 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 Oh. This is a fire hazard.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning, okay?
Because of your stories. History of the Finches by Edie Finch.
Dear Edith, there's
Edith.
so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
It's right in front of you.
I got turned around.
Oh. No. Help me. Granny's lost. Life alert! Life alert! Help! I don't even know where I am. The fog has taken me. We're back in the old one's dream, in Lunacid.
For a while, I wondered. I started seeing things. Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them.
Everyone in the family is delusional? I mean, it's something. I'd be a little bit paranoid. How do you even live your life when everyone around you is just dying?
I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go!
No. Mom, stop!
I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car and
We left Granny.
I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again.
No. Edie! I miss my grandmother.
The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
Damn.
After that, we moved around a lot.
So everyone just died and they straight up left the home?
We both tried to make the best of it.
Clay Fits, 27 months. Thank you, sir. Get these ads out of my face. You're good now, man. Thank you.
A few years went by.
I mean, you would want to probably leave, man. That is so cursed. But maybe it wasn't a curse. Maybe it's just, like, insane bad luck.
My mom didn't like to talk about it.
Allergies.
But she started getting sick a lot.
Yeah.
The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you.
I'm the baby.
I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this.
She's literally reading me the baby. I'm the baby.
If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things.
She's pregnant.
But
I'm
as
the baby.
It is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes.
I'm in the
and
womb.
Appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
I'm coming! Goo goo gaga! Let me out!
This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you.
Dude, I'm traumatized from birth.
And tell you all these stories myself.
Look at me.
But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
Man, what are you putting here? What the hell's going on in this place? Ah! Life! No! Put me back in!
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it.
What?
It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
And then she died. Dude, what is with this family, though? This is horrible. Story by Giant Sparrow. Damn. For Shirley Dallas. Life is very short, man. And very unexpected. And very cruel. But it's also amazing. You know, even after all of that, she still had a kid, and the kid gets to live. We don't know how long the kid's gonna have on this earth, knowing how cursed everything is, but, like, you know, you're not promised tomorrow. Damn. Interesting game. I mean, so what? So that whole game was there a... Did you miss Dawn? Who was Dawn? Dawn? Did I miss a kid? Did I miss Dawn? The mother. No, the mom passed away. The mother passed away. You can't miss Dawn. I don't know, the whole game is about tragedy. I'm sure it's some sort of analogy for something, like, you know, again, how fleeting life is and how unexpected things can be. I mean, it was really just like, everyone dies the game. I mean, that was really unfortunate, though. I would say the worst death in that game that actually feels like that straight up just wasn't. I mean, okay, some of them are accidents. A lot of them are accidents. But the one that hit the hardest, I think, was the stoner kid. Lewis. I think Lewis's was like the hardest one for sure. The factory one, yeah. That's just, dude, like, you know, you can account for, like, oh, you're out flying your kite and you get swept away. You know, that's horrible. That is horrible, but, like, it's completely unexpected. But for Lewis, I mean, the Lewis one was rough. Drowning the baby was sad. I mean, all of them are pretty sad, but, like, that was an accident in the end. And, I mean, I'm not saying that doesn't lessen the blow, of course, or anything, but, like, it's the most realistic of the deaths. Exactly. That's exactly why I want to say Lewis. For sure. Well, I mean, the baby drowned because it hit the thing like, oh, go, oh! And then it went to, you know. The train one was bad too, though, actually. I'm going to say Lewis and, who's the train one again? Who is the train one in the basement? Walter. Lewis and Walter, I think. Walter's was like... Lewis's was like probably the most believable, but Walter's was... I mean, that one's tough too. Well, Walter... There it is. Okay. So, Molly was poisoned. Barbara was murdered. Calvin had an accident. Edie died of probably a disease. Sam was killed through being thrown off a cliff. Odin drowned. Walter was killed by a train. Gregory drowned. Gus was taken away in a gust of wind. Milton was never seen. No one knows what happened to Milton. And Lewis committed suicide. And Edith died in childbirth. I mean, I'm gonna give it to Walter and Lewis, man. Lewis was the worst one for sure. The whole family's dead. There's a sequel that you have to play for Milton. I didn't even know there was a sequel. How long is the sequel game? Is there a sequel? Is there really? Is there a sequel or are you trolling? You sure? Unfished Swan. Really? You sure? You trolling? The Unfinished Swan. The Unfinished Swan. From the creators of What Remains of Edith Finch, enter the surreal world of the Unfinished Swan and explore a mysterious hidden kingdom by splatting paint to reveal the world around you. Are you sure this is the sequel? Or is this... You sure this is a sequel? This is not a sequel. This is not a sequel. It's a completely different game. It's from the same dev team. It doesn't say it's about Milton. Explore the world around you in Unfinished Swan as Monroe, a 10-year-old orphan. It doesn't look like... Is it? You know what, though? You're an orphan in the game. Orphan being without, you know, your mother or father. Are you sure this is a sequel? Let me read the reviews. One sec. Apparently it ties it into this game. The tie-in to Edith Finch. Are you sure? Okay, are you 100% sure this is the same game? Sorry, the continued story? I just want to make sure. Give me the baby. The baby's coming over. Hi, baby! Give me the baby! The baby. Hi, baby! Oh, it's baby! Oh, baby! Hi, baby! Mochi, you're stuck with me now. She left. Mama left. Oh, no. You're gonna go insane. So, you know what? Before I yap on... It lets you know about Milton, it doesn't continue the story. Okay, so I'm not going to play that game then. I thought it was a continued bit of story, where it's like a sequel and it mattered. It's okay, we can pass on that then. Guys, what do you rate the game we just played? What Remains of Edith Finch? Mochi, please, my hands are not food. Why are you licking me, little buddy? Oh, little, ow, he's licking my hands. Ow! What do you rate this game? Mochi, what do you rate this game? You rate this game potato out of 10? Potato. Mochi rates it potato. Mochi, that's a lovely rating. Thank you. You're so kind. 8 out of 10 walking sim, good narration, good narrative experience. I'm going to give this game... I don't know if I want to give it an 8. I want to be at like a 7.5. I feel like it was missing a bit of substance. It was missing something to kind of tie everything together. You know what I mean? In the end, it was just a family that all had, like, horrible tragedies, but there wasn't something more that I felt. You know what I mean? Like, the voice acting, great, the atmosphere, incredible, the little playable stories are awesome, but in the end, I'm still asking questions, and maybe you have to, maybe you should. It's an underwhelming ending. I think it's just, I was hoping for a few more answers, in a way. Mochi, what's up? Hello. Yeah, Mochi's gonna get a wheel spin. I think a 7.5. I don't think more revelations would have been better. It does say based on a true story. I think 8 is pretty... You know, I really did like this game, though. You know why? Because it was short and sweet. And it was very heartfelt. And it oozed passion and it oozed character. I just think it could have been a little bit more... something more about it. Just a little bit. Thought-provoking. It was good, though. 7.5, I think, is pretty damn fair. I mean, I would even throw this game to a 7, to be honest. I don't think I could give it an 8. What's up? Mochi, you want potato? Potato. Oh, potatoes. Look at him, he heard potatoes. Oh, potatoes. He's crazy. You know what? I'm going to give the game a 7. The reason I'm going to give it a 7 is because I recommend it. It's a good game, but it isn't like Subnautica, Alan Wake, or any of those games. It's just a good game. It's a 7. 7.5 is a little bit generous, I think, considering I gave Northern Journey and Lunacid a 7 as well. This game, I don't think, is better than those two games, but it does ooze passion. It oozes character, and it is heartfelt. There is something more to it. Even like a 7.25, I think. So I'm going to, you know what, folks, I'm giving this game a 7. I think it is a good play. I think it's solid. You know, it is a short and sweet game, and it doesn't go above and beyond, but it's very good at what it wants to convey. 7 is good. I think 7 is a solid game. It really is solid. I think that, yeah, that's where I'm at. That's a 7. Let's put that on the list. Mochi, you got to move. Oh, Jesus, Mochi, watch out! Oh my God! You okay, buddy? I have to rate this game. You gave it potato. I'm going to give it a 7. Wait, Mochi, wait. He's going crazy. What Remains of Edith Finch is a 7. Remains of Edith Finch. That's a, we rated fucking, oh my God, 4 games in a row at 7. 4 games in a row at 7, by the way. 4 games in a row at 7. You know what, though? I mean, they are just great games. They're good. I gave Bramble a 7.5. You okay, buddy? I might drop a few games or up a few games, like a 0.25, stuff like that. All right, well, it's a 7, folks. Again, great game, good atmosphere, good voice acting, you know, interesting, compelling story. It didn't stray too far from what it had to be. It's a great game. One of my favorites, and it's been real fun to watch you and listen to your theories. Yeah, have a good night, buddy. No, this game's cool. This is a very cool game. And again, it's a short and sweet game. You know, I feel like if you think about it more, maybe there isn't more to it. Is it a curse? Is it just a string of unlucky events? You know, you don't know when you're going to go, but, like, everyone in this family just dies. But they die in, like, the worst ways. You know? Poisoned, murdered, thrown off a cliff, ran over by a train, thrown off a mountain, completely, like, beheaded himself. You know, just a bunch of, like, horrible things. But you still have a few questions, I think. Yeah, it's a 7. Solid game, honestly. I don't dislike this game at all. Solid. All right, guys. YouTube, folks, it's time to end the stream. There we are. What Remains of Edith Finch is the game. All right. Goodbye, YouTube. It's a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. You got to play it. Actually, you don't have to play it because you just saw me play it, which means you probably don't want to play it because you've spoiled the game for yourself. Good job, dickhead. All right. YouTube, I will see you later.